Hello everybody, as promised in my last video, what I want to go over today is breaking down the AK47 assault rifle and putting it back together. I'm going to do this in two parts. The first part obviously will be breaking it down. If you listened to my video yesterday, you know of course that for me the AK47 assault rifle is the rifle I recommend. It's a tough weapon. It's reliable. It has a bigger caliber round than the AR-15. It shoots a 7.62 by 39. More stopping power, more reliability. And that's the reason it's my weapon of choice and why I'm recommending it to you. Okay, so just a little bit of functionality here on the weapon. On the right hand side you see a lever. This is the safety. Down, the safety's off. Up, the safety's on. Okay? This is the charging handle. Pull this back. Of course you can't pull it all the way back with the safety on. But this is how you charge the weapon. Magazine well. Here is the magazine release button. As you can see right here, push this button forward, that releases the magazine. Okay. Front side aperture, of course the barrel. You have the gas tube housing, rear side aperture, trigger. Here is the bolt assembly cover. My bolt assembly cover is equipped with a Piccaninny rail system. This allows me to mount my sights. The sight that I choose, of course, is the holographic sight. So let's get started breaking this thing down. If you look at the rear of the weapon, you're going to see that there's two bolts. These bolts have to be undone. Okay, you have to unscrew these bolts. And then you see a button. This is the release. And it slides right off. Okay. Now, this exposes the bolt of the weapon. To get our charging spring out, see the release right here. Push this forward off the railing system. Take your spring out. Got our bolt. Pull the bolt back. Releases the bolt. Now, that leaves us with the lower receiver, our bolt, gas rod, bolt cover, and our charging spring. Okay, while I have this thing off, I want to show you that this comes equipped. Mine I equipped with a collapsible stock. Okay, this moves in and out. This is good for urban combat. It allows the weapon to be shorter. You can maneuver it a lot easier in tight spaces. It's also a lot more convenient for women. To clean the lower receiver, basically what you want to do is you want to be able to clean the trigger mechanisms. I recommend, any gun cleaning solvent, even WD-40. A lot of people are against WD-40. I've used it for years, never had a problem with it. Q-tips for getting down into the tight spaces is also something I recommend. I also recommend you have a toothbrush. This also helps you get down in the tight spaces and get it cleaned out. Okay. There's one other step to taking this weapon system down, and that's our gas tube housing. right here on the right hand side of the weapon. Pull this back. Once you pull that back, that takes off your gas tube housing. Okay, look down the center of it there. That's what you want to clean out. Okay, you can use a regular weapons cleaning kit. I recommend a rifle weapons cleaning kit, but you want to clean that out. So that is how you take down the AK47 assault rifle. The next video I do will be on the reassembly of the assault rifle, and just to show you a few other things here. Inside you see our barrel. Once you lift off the gas tube, you're able to get to this and clean this. You want to keep this well oiled to prevent rust. Our bolt assembly and gas rod. Okay, this bolt comes out. You don't want to break it down any further than this. This is good enough. Clean it as is. Okay, as you can see on your gas rod, you have a groove right here, right? All this has to be cleaned out. Okay, right here, all this has to be cleaned out. If you look right up here, you know, this is where your charging spring goes in, right? You want to make sure when you're cleaning that you clean this out, that's clean. Okay, so part 2 is going to be reassembly of the AK47 assault rifle. Okay, and then a few extra tips on top of that. But to keep this video fairly short, I'm going to end it here, and we'll pick up with part 2.